Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to another TLEV media video. My name is Mr. E, and today I'm here at Universal Studios Hollywood to check on the construction for both Halloween Horror Nights, but mainly Super Nintendo World, because they have brought in some new props and some new animatronics. So why don't you join me on this extraordinary adventure?
TLEV Media, bringing the magic of the theme parks to your home.
From vlogs to interviews, TLEV Media is entertainment for all.
And we find ourselves at the top of the Curious George parking lot to do a little construction update again for Halloween Horror Nights 2022. Now today is a big construction day, so I won't be zooming in as much as I usually do because there are the construction workers, and out of respect I don't want to be zooming in on their faces, but we do have a lot of construction happening today. It looks as if the paint has changed a little bit again on this house right here, that it's starting to look more and more as if it has been left to rot. And there's also the fences. It seems like the fences are going up even more fences, which is really cool to see. Not only do we see the facade being worked on today, but also we have some props coming out. Over here we have a well. It seems like the well's been used before, as it's already been made, or it's been made at some different location, but I don't think this well's gonna be going into any of the mazes over here in the Curious George parking lot. I actually think this is going to be for the La Llorona maze, as you know, she is basically in the waters, and so I wouldn't be surprised if there's a well, and I believe there was a well in the past 2 years that La Llorona was here. If there was, let me know in the comment section down below. But yes, so there's a well right there. We also have some things being constructed over here. I can't tell you exactly what it is. Seems like some of it looks like some kind of walls, so there'll be some walls going up. Don't know if those are going to be walls that are going to be going inside of this maze, or going to be going over to this maze over here. Yes, the second tent is also being currently worked on, and it looks like the facade is being worked on. As you can see over there, it seems like they're trying to figure out exactly where the facade is going to go. So that means, you know, at the speed that they're going, I wouldn't be surprised by the end of this week we'll be seeing a facade up. Not an entire facade, but probably just, you know, bits and pieces of it, so it goes kind of vertical for sure. So yeah, construction is really going nuts over here in the Curious George parking lot. And a lot of you know, we're doing this little question and answer, this Q&A for this video. Also, one of you asked, actually, you know, what maze are you most excited for 2022 on the speculation map, or, you know, stuff like that. And for me, it's going to be this maze right here. If this is truly the Scarecrow maze that we've been seeing on the speculation map, I am super excited for this. But anyways, let's go into the park and let's go see how construction's coming along. I'm actually here more on the part of the Super Nintendo World construction, and there's been a lot of things added that I'm so excited to show you guys. But of course, Halloween Horror Nights construction, we will be keeping you guys up to date with this stuff. So yeah, awesome. Alrighty, and we have entered the park, ladies and gentlemen. It's such a nice day today, and I'm really happy to be here. I mean, construction update is always my favorite thing to do. Oh, and speaking of construction update, don't forget to visit the Super Nintendo World store at the feature store. This little pop-up shop is so beautiful inside. If you guys haven't seen that, I'll link the video right now. It's really nice in there. Anyways, let's go check on some construction. Times I don't think for rides are crazy right now. I mean, it is a Wednesday in the middle of the week in the afternoon. I don't know for sure if times are gonna be super duper crazy. Of course, we can check. And they are not crazy at all. We have 15 minutes for the Mummy, and that is beautiful times. There 5 minutes for Harry Potter: The Forbidden Journey. I mean, it's basically some walk-on stuff, you know, so that's really cool to see. I might do the Mummy. We'll see. We'll see. I did hear about the Forbidden Journey last week getting stuck or stalled for about 10 minutes. So for those who are stuck underneath the Whomping Willow, I feel bad for you, I really do. But anyways, let's go do some construction update to see how things are coming along since the last time I was here. We'll see how much has changed for Horror Nights. I don't know if that much has changed for it because it's only been a few days, but I know for Super Nintendo World, a lot has changed. Alright, so I'm now here in front of the Parisian courtyard. And again, like I said, you know, I'm not surprised that nothing has changed yet. It's only been a couple days since I've been here. What's changed for me is seeing the prop by Curious George parking lot and the well, which I think is going to go inside this maze over here, and they're just keeping it in that location right now since there's space for it. But again, we've been speculating that this is La Llorona right here, and you know, all we have right now are the wooden planks that are up. No details have been put in yet. We don't have any kind of like brick walls in yet. But again, it looks very much like the older facades that we've had for the 2 years that La Llorona was here, actually. So actually in the middle of the Parisian square, there is a stage set up right now. Now, I believe this stage right here is actually going to be for, you know, their grad night. We are coming into May and June, and the end of May is usually when, you know, everyone graduates from high school. It's usually mainly for high schools out here. I don't know if colleges do it really, but yeah, so it seems like the stages are coming out. Usually this area gets filled up with some decorations for grad night, so I wouldn't be surprised if this is for grad night right here. I wonder what's gonna happen on this stage, you know? Maybe they're gonna have a DJ up here. I do know my year that I had grad night, which was a very long time ago now, they actually had Cascade performing, so but they might be using this area now. Interesting. But yeah, it's looking cool. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, the excitement is so hard to contain right now for Super Nintendo World construction. Guys, the reason I'm here today is to come and see these mainly. Guys, the piranha plants are up. Look at that. Now I know they are covered by some wrapping right now to keep it from getting sun bleached and stuff like that, but we can see it right underneath it. I mean, just look at it. That is a piranha plant. I will get a little closer so you guys can see a lot closer, but yes, there's a piranha plant right there, and there's a piranha plant about right there. I think it's a piranha plant. Do you guys think that's one? I think so. But yeah, this is so exciting to see, guys, that they're bringing in so many details already, you know, and I'm saying already because, well, you know, they've been saying that the opening is going to be in 2023, and we don't have an exact date for the opening. One of your guys' questions, you know, was going to be, how early are they going to open this in 2023? Can we see a very early opening date for this land? Now, I do believe that this land is going to be opening up at the beginning of 2023. I'm thinking a January or February opening date. That will be the ideal thing, I would think, because, you know, you'll have people coming from the winter breaks over here. Crowds won't be too crazy like during spring break or during the summer, and this land is not going to be able to hold that many people. The capacity, it seems like it's going to be between 800 to 1,000 people, and that's like probably packed in there like sardines. So, you know, if they were to do an opening around January and February, they could easily get to those numbers, but also keep everybody safe. So there's questions that have been coming up for myself is, are we going to be seeing a virtual queue? Not just to get on the ride, but a virtual queue to get into the land. We have seen, you know, Disneyland done something like that, so maybe, you know, Universal can learn from Disney's virtual queues, and we have seen virtual queues out here for Secret Life of Pets. But can they do that for an entire land? Of course they can, but I don't think a lot of fans will be happy about that. Again, if they do that, that will be mainly for the safety of everybody and all the fans that are going to want to enter the land. And, you know, I'm always pro safety for all of the fans out here. You know, it's especially still, we are dealing with a crazy virus out here, and it getting packed in there like sardines is probably, I don't think you can enjoy it. You know, I mean, I remember our trip to Avengers Campus, and when we were packed in there for the opening day of Avengers Campus, man, was it painful. I'm really excited about this land opening up. I do also believe that they might do like an opening day, kind of like with Galaxy's Edge, where there was a certain time slot that you got and you were able to enter the land at that time slot, and you were able to be there for a couple hours. So I wouldn't be surprised if they do something like that for sure. But what do you guys think? How do you think they're going to do this opening? Are we going to be seeing an early opening, something in January or February, or are we going to be seeing a later opening in 2023? What about virtual queues? Do you think they're going to be virtual queues just to get into the land? Let us know in the comment section down below. But of course, this is not the only thing here by the lower lot. We also have our Halloween Horror Nights construction update over here. And we have the mummy queue over here, and it seems like they are adding some things over here. As you can see over here by the corners, they are putting some kind of silver metal. I would think it's probably gonna get painted at the end. But again, I can't tell you what this facade is. I have no clue. I used to think it was looking like a prison. Now I don't even know what it looks like. It seems like there's some mini doors right there in the middle. I feel like once this thing gets announced, it's gonna be one of those facades. When it gets announced, we're gonna be like, oh, okay, that makes more sense now. We're gonna realize, we're gonna start, or not this facade getting announced, once this maze gets announced, we're gonna start realizing, oh man, okay, that makes sense now. This facade makes a lot more sense. But yeah, we have the facade. It has a lot more bricks now. It always reminds me of the background of our studio with the brick walls. But yeah, I'm excited to see things changing here. Now, one of you guys did ask us if we will ever be using, you know, Toxic Tunnel again, which is over there, and you know, the back lot for 747 and for the sound stages, basically. Now, I don't know if this year we'll be using the back lot at all. You know, the lower lot will be used, as we can see, for the mummy queue, but the back lot I don't think will be used this year. I don't think we'll be seeing a Toxic Tunnel anytime soon. Again, I could be totally wrong, but you know, there's no construction currently happening in the back lot. You know, when you go on the tram ride, you can't really see anything happening, so unless they're going to be adding things later, then cool. But I don't think they're going to be using that space over there, the back lot. I think they have decided now that Curious George parking lot is where it's going to be, and by the tram is where there's going to be some mazes. And one of you did ask about the Waterworld queue and what is going to be happening to it. Well, it has not been touched yet, and it won't be touched for probably some time. We did talk about this in our last video. This queue is probably going to be used for the summertime because there's going to be some massive crowds this summer. It's a big hit during the summer. I would expect towards the end of the summer, you know, we're going to be looking at the end of July. That's when this stuff will be taken out, or maybe mid-July this will be taken out, and then we'll start getting our maze in here. I could be completely wrong, I could be, but I'm thinking because of the summer crowd, this will be one of probably the last mazes touch, which is very ironic because back for last year's Halloween Horror Nights, this was one of the first touch because it kind of left up the maze from that was supposed to happen in 2020, but due to the pandemic it couldn't. So now I believe this is going to be the last, one of the last mazes put up. Well, that's going to be it for my time here at Universal Studios Hollywood. I had a really good time. I was really happy to be able to do the studio tour again, and also to see how construction's coming along, mainly for Super Nintendo World. It's looking great. I can't wait for more characters to be added. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe and hit that notification bell to be notified every time we post a video. If you want to support the channel, you can do that at buymeacoffee.com, and also just follow our social media at TLEV Media all across the board. With that being said, my name is Mystery, and I'll see you guys on the next extraordinary adventure.